Yeah, so I like Bobby Lee.
Me too.
I'm a big fan of Bobby Lee.
A lot of people like Bobby Lee.
The sad part about being Bobby Lee right now, and it has nothing to do with this beef with that one guy.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know this is because of the TikTok.
Yeah.
If you're not on TikTok, then probably you have no idea who we're even talking about.
Yeah. If you're not on TikTok, your life is probably a little better.
Bro, probably.
You probably have money.
He has a beautiful wife.
Very beautiful.
Bobby Lee is not super beautiful himself. He's cute. He's very cute. I mean, he's very cute. He's like, I would consider him cuter than a black baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Listen.
And black babies are the cutest things on the planet.
Cute. So cute.
But she is way out of his league. And
so far out of his league.
I just found out they're in an open relationship, and that's got to suck for,
it does.
for Bobby, because nobody's probably lined up for Mr. Bobby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's probably like, oh, another, you're going on another date?
Well, that's the thing. Like, he's Bobby Lee's famous, so he could get some, but it's not the quality that she's getting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, she could go out and slam into handsome dudes.
Yeah, handsome.
And he's like, well, I can get the quantity because I'm famous. Like, I can go out to the bar to where they know me and find an ugly person and take them home. But it's not... She's sleeping with people that are prettier than her open relationship, and he has to sleep with people that are much uglier.
Yeah. Do you ever catch... do you know who his wife is? Do you ever catch her?
Bobby Lee?
Yeah, like when she was talking to Theo Von.
No, I didn't see that one, but I was just watching a little interview with him.
They're always on, like they'll pop up on my TikTok, and they always make me so uncomfortable because you can tell Theo wants to smash into her.
Yeah,
like he's not like super shy, and then I always feel bad for like Bobby, because Bobby's just over there like giggling and laughing, and then at one point you got to go, oh, Theo's like a lot better looking than me.
Yeah.
Stop hitting on my wife.
That's a level of comfort and like high self-esteem that I don't know I'll ever achieve.
The only thing you can do is just be like, just ask nicely, please don't sleep with her.
Yeah,
can you please not do that?
Yeah, you can't even ask her.
Yeah, right.
You can't ask her to be like. Which, by the way, I think in an open relationship you should be able to be like, these are some people. Yeah, these are some people you don't get to sleep with.
I don't even think it. Well, okay. So wait a minute. Open relationship, which by the way was 58 degrees in here when I walked in this morning. That is uncalled for.
Who's doing this?
I don't know what's going on.
Is it that flippin' new guy?
Probably. Anyway, so the open relationship, is it? The other person doesn't meet the other person? Like the significant other isn't going to meet the person that you're dating? Is that how that works?
I don't think you would meet them.
There's probably all kinds of different rules. You have to tell the person that you're hooking up with that, hey, I'm married. There's no emotional connection. We're just going to smash ugly, juicy bits together.
Yeah.
Right?
I think. I don't. Can you not describe them as ugly, juicy bits?
Yeah, I probably could. I could have probably had better adjectives.
Just something.
So yeah. Anyway, that was on my mind today.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Does anybody even realize this is just how unimportant radio is? Like, I was like, well, there's going to be at least text on here griping.
Oh, is there not?
No. Well, I was here for 20 minutes and didn't even realize we were off the air. We were off the air from midnight until like 5:30, and I was here the longest time, and I'm sitting here looking at stuff online, and then I look over on the left because I'm like, I better put these live reads in, and I'm like, oh, this is goofy. So I open up the text line thinking, well, there's going to be people that'll hopefully say something so I can get an idea of how long it's been off air. Not one person.
The last text we got was at 10:28 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah. And I would have been like, back in the day, I probably would have been more concerned. I think I would have been more in a rush. I would have been like, well, we got to prep and we got to do this, and now we don't got to meet, and I got to deal with this. And
Yeah.
You know, I even called you, and I think the first thing I said was, "It's so cold in here, man."
The first thing you said to me was, it was 50 degrees in the studio, and I was like, that's the worst.
And then I'm like, oh, and by the way, we're off air. What do we do? Do we got to merge logs? And nobody's answering. Joe didn't answer. Mike didn't answer. I had to wake up Steve.
Yeah, and to know how much we listen to the station, I'd been in the car for 45 minutes, and I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Not a clue, man.
Yeah, back in the day, especially when I first started, I just put a CD in here to play music.
Yeah.
And normally I would have had it tried to sag into the next song so it doesn't sound bad. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just hitting play. I'm stopping songs when there's 10 seconds left. Just next.
Whatever. You just don't like this song. You hear the CD hit the wall. That one sucked. Okay, let's go next.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's Alexa Pro or the older I get. It's just, I feel like I'm too young to just kind of phone it in anymore, but I feel like that's where we're heading. But I don't know if it's Alexa Pro doing it, man, where it's like I'm just more like, I don't know.
There's nothing we can do, man.
It's tired.
It's the universe's plan.
What do you want me to do, man? I ain't going to get stressed out. It's just like even when people get all worked up about sales and you and I, and it's just like, calm down.
Yeah.
Just calm. The clients are going to be there.
Yeah, listen.
Don't worry.
We're just here on this rock. It doesn't matter at all.
My thing
in 100 years, people won't even remember us.
Right? Isn't that sad? Right? Like, you know, when somebody's griping at you about something at a remote, and you're like, dude, when you're dying, you're never gonna think of this.
Yeah. Like, on your deathbed, you won't be like, oh, I need that stand-up banner now.
Where's the tape? Well, I kind of get that.
I get all of that.
The tablecloth one. I don't know why you just keep it in your trunk for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I like that. I like it. I set it up when I go to the store. It gets me free parking at a lot of places.
Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you this, though. I am done. I have made a decision. No longer will we put job shadows on the radio.
Yes.
Because it's so irritating. Now, I liked her. She was fine.
Yes.
She was nice. But, okay, two things that bothered me. One, I didn't like how she steered the conversation when she ran out of a question. She's like, hey, Tanner, what did you want to say to... it was like, that was weird. You have way too much... This is what I'm talking about. You've been in front of your phone for so long with an audience. You think you not know how to do it, but you're so comfortable.
The comfiness is weird.
The confidence in being comfortable. If you don't know, we had a job shadow that came in from Bayport. Very nice girl.
Yeah, awesome. She's probably going to do some pretty significant things. She seems smart.
She reached out and she wanted to know if she could ask us some questions because she was interested in this career. Very exciting. And she was on yesterday. We just brought her in because that's what we normally do. And I'm just not liking the kid's confidence. Even that Dom had too much confidence.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's because they've had an audience from day one with their phones, so they're really comfortable just people watching me.
Well, it's that, and they just don't respect the job as like they used to.
Yeah.
They don't respect this career. We used to be, well, I guess we said before, we got that Evan to drive us in a pizza.
Yeah, nobody's doing that anymore.
Because he respected us.
Well, you got Dom over here, that job shadow that came in months ago. Found out he didn't really want to do radio at all. It was just something, he just needed to write a paper on this, and this was interesting. And then you had her where I thought, oh, cool. Like, she wants to actually do this career. And then you find out, like, literally it's number 4 on her list to do.
Yeah. It's like, well, if none of that other stuff works out, it'd be fun if I could get a 5-person morning show. That was her thing. She was like me and 4 other people. Just
Wait, did she say that?
Yeah. She was
no, she did not.
Yeah, she was like me and a few other people.
And see, that's what's going on with these podcasts.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. They think that you can just, and maybe you can, but she's just automatically, well, I want to do what you guys do I don't want to be by myself doing radio.
Yep.
And maybe you can skip it all. I don't know.
Maybe you will be able to eventually.
It's so irritating. It's just so irritating. I was thinking about it a lot, too much. And it just drove me nuts. Like, you should feel like, dude, I was really, really nervous to go on the very first time with the microphone. It was just very, like, I didn't know what to say, and I didn't want to sound stupid. It's these kids nowadays, man. They've just been growing up with an audience. So they're so damn comfortable. I'm not saying she was bad at doing it. She was fine at doing it. She sounded very comfortable, but they're too comfortable. And like
way too
Dom
confident
over here making little jokes and not caring because they have been talking into a phone for so long.
Yeah, and the first time I talked to them, I froze. Like, literally, Tommy had to go forward because I had no idea. I just kept saying the word yes.
Same with me, where I forget his name now. Anyway, he was an afternoon guy, and he's like, you're getting into radio, you're going to have to talk. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah. I
still remember what Otis said to me one day, because I was doing that replacement DJ thing with him, and I screwed up reading the weather, and I said, I don't read really well. And off air, he's like, you got to be able to read. And I was like, for the career? And he was like, just for life. Like, you just can't read? And I was like,
just to go further. You got to read signage like when you're driving and stuff.
I was like, that really hurt. And
but you've gotten a lot better at that.
I have gotten better at reading. But yeah, my wife also doesn't let me read things because she said listening to me read is like listening to somebody who doesn't speak English just pretend like they know what those sounds mean.
No. Listen, I get it. Just because they don't have social anxiety doesn't mean they're wrong. I never said they're wrong. I said she sounded good. I said what I don't like is that she's so comfortable with being on the air, and all these kids are so comfortable because they have to have an audience all the time. They're always in front of their phone, and that drives me nuts. I want it back like the old days where they would come in and they would be timid. They would be a little nervous. Yeah. They wouldn't know how to act, and then you could have a lot of fun with them, but the confidence.
Yes, that it was fun watching them struggle. Because it was something so easy to us, and now... Forgot her name, but
yeah, I did too.
She'd come in, she's laughing, telling us things, confident on the air.
Well, and I didn't like that.
Didn't have to keep telling her to get closer to the mic.
And I don't like that she switched gears. You know, when I was like, hey, do you got anything else? You got any other questions? And then she didn't want to have a silence. She didn't want to have a pause. She didn't want to have a question. So she looks over at you and goes, hey, what was that thing that you were going to tell? Like, no, you don't get to control that. Yeah, you don't get to control that. You need to settle down over there.
Yeah. No, think of questions for us. We're important people. We deserve
it just makes it awkward too. Like it bringing anybody new in there.
What it should do is the next time anybody comes in here, they best love radio in and out. I want them to come in and say podcast is the scourge of our existence. I hate
it's not even gonna happen. Who is this person? Can you go away?
Which one is
or
it?
Just call. Can you just call so I don't get to read your stupid text? Because this is Tanner. Can you read that top text and listen? You got to hear how we hear it when you write it.
Okay. Be careful, Jake. You don't want a meeting at Humpton.
No. That one way up. Doing it for the job. That it's the same person.
It's the same person. Yeah.
Oh, it's that person.
Just because they don't have social anxiety doesn't mean that they're wrong.
I think Gary said social anxiety makes you awkward.
Doing it for a job shadow is completely different than doing it as an actual job. It's different when you're in charge. Imagine how upset you're making her by saying all this.
I don't care. And good. I don't think it affects kids anymore. It doesn't. They got too much confidence, man.
Yeah. And also, I mean... Well, it's kind of good. You're going to have to learn. You don't get to just be confident all the time.
Also,
it's not going to get you places.
Listen.
It might, but not really.
2883. She didn't want to do this. That's another thing that makes me upset. She reached out. I don't know why, but this was literally her fourth option.
She was not interested in the career. Not really. She said she was, but it seemed like I want to get into journalism and I think it would be fun to be on the Jake and Tanner show.
And then she goes, if we could bring it up, I'm not going to, but then when I was like, wait, you don't even want to do this? She goes, hey, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're not that comfy. But then again,
Too comfortable.
You and I have always had an issue. Well, that was quick. That's the quickest anybody's gotten lippy because they're too comfortable. But we've always had an issue with interns eventually getting way too comfy with us.
Yeah, that's a problem. No more.
Yeah, no more.
This is where
we draw the line.
Right here.
We're mean to everybody.
Yep.
I'm busting out the interns' pickles again.
I think you should. The show is comfortable. That's what it is. And 2883, you've made this way worse.
Yeah, you're mean.
If anything, you have made this. Now, I hate. This is the person that I hate today. That the girl didn't bother me. I mean, she bothered me, but I didn't hate her.
It's more of a generational bothering.
Yeah, that's what it is. You, on the other hand, I just dislike.
I hope you
immensely.
get herpes.
Oh, no, this person has herpes already.
Oh, yeah. I hope yours never go dormant. Like your constant flare-ups.
In fact, I bet you they don't want them to go dormant.
Yeah, they pick them. They pick them like scabs.
Okay.
Do you know what herpes looks like?
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know what genital herpes looks like. I get cold sores, and I don't want to look it up either.
Okay, hold on.
Can you draw it for me?
It looks like just a grapes, like in your fridge.
Grapes?
Yeah, the purple kind. Jake, like a male Karen. Why am I a male Karen? Tanner's agreeing with me on all this.
Yeah, all of it. But they did say JK, which, if I remember my young person studies from college, that means, I forgot. I think it's, Justice Cadence.
Oh, that's what it is. Cadence with a K?
Cadence with a K, yeah.
Okay.
So.
I get it. All right, we'll play a song. We'll be right back. 2883, you feel free to leave.
Yeah.
I do.
Don't!
Just a tad.
Okay, you can feel a tad.
No, I don't care. Need another Lexapro. Yeah, all right. Hey, you're listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Beat the Buzzer, 9:10 today. Giving away money. Colton calls me yesterday. I haven't posted on TikTok in a long time, and that dude started making me feel bad. He's like, I just got done with a 45-minute meeting about, digital stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, you should share your knowledge.
Yeah.
Because Tanner and I are terrible.
Really bad at it.
Like, really bad.
Really bad at it.
Some would say the worst.
You think we could send him, like, we don't get really good gift cards and stuff here, but, like, if send him stuff and he just takes care of our social?
Probably, like, things for stuff that he can only use when he gets to Michigan or Wisconsin.
Yeah, like little free passes to the Shriners Circus.
Or the Train Museum in Green Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, anyway, because he's in a big company and they worry about stuff a lot more than this company. I mean, this company's just so laid back.
Fair.
I love it. I mean, it's so laid back.
We ain't spitting nothing but truths right now.
And I love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun to work here.
It's the longest company we've ever worked for.
Yeah. They care a lot about, they want you to succeed and they want this company to succeed, but they really care about, hey, take some time, go to the beach.
Yeah.
Dude, our main boss, Kelly, she's like, hey, if you guys aren't feeling it, just not just us, but like anybody that works here, just go home.
Yeah, just go home.
Go to the beach, go for a walk, play some video games.
Yeah.
It's only radio.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang.
It's only work.
Yeah.
It's just work. That's good. I like that. So what were you saying?
A woman of power, too.
Yeah.
I love seeing it.
Me too.
Where were we at? I'm a little tired today.
Oof.
I was going somewhere. Oh, Colton. So he's in that Clear channel or the iHeart. The reason I say I like that is because I hate when people correct me because I'm just old. So it's just like, it's always been Clear channel to me.
I don't like that it's iHeart because their stupid marketing team was so brilliant and they turned it into iHeart Radio, which doesn't sound like a company name.
Right.
It sounds like just an app.
Yep.
So people would ask us constantly, are you guys on iHeart Radio? Like, no, that's a company. Okay, they were called Clear Channel and they treated their employees like crap for a while.
No, they still do. And they make you feel bad. You're not on iHeart? No, we're not. So you feel like you're, and
they don't understand
that that's a mom and pop station.
Yeah, they don't understand that that's a company. It's like, you guys aren't good enough to get onto iHeart. It's like, it's a company, damn it. So anyway, this is what's going on with social in the radio world. You ready? Okay. Please tell me it's dying.
No, they said letters. Digital is everything.
Damn it.
Now, they said, do not worry about your content. Post. It's like what Gary Vee says. It doesn't matter. Just post it. Who cares what people think?
Just to have a presence.
Because this was their study. Listen to this. They get their papers out and they research all of this, and they're like, because look at this.
Is it our thought process too that we don't want to post anything that we don't think is fun? Like,
I don't know. I wanted to chat with you about this.
Okay, yeah.
Because honestly, I don't
want to post things.
I don't find joy. It's really tough for me now. But Colton was arguing with me yesterday because I'm like, I'm too old to do. I go, Colton, you kind of grew up. He's like, well, I was 16 when I got a Facebook. I was kind of late in the game. And I'm like, well, I was 29 or something.
Yeah.
And my first phone was 25, and it wasn't like phones like you guys have, what you guys had when you were growing up or whatever. And he goes with the argument, yeah, but when you were crushing it at Z93 doing the night show in Michigan, it's like your Tumblr. This is when I had a Tumblr. Yeah. I had JTT. I was really pushing it. And he's like, so is it you don't want to do it, or
you don't know how?
Or I don't know how. I don't know if I'm just getting older, so social is not that important. But at that time when I was really pushing it with social, I was 29.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is it? Are you and I lazy?
I hate the feeling of posting something and then every 15 minutes I hop on it to see how it's doing.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like you got to post and forget.
And I can't. I've tried, but then I go on and I need to know if I'm being validated.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, because I did a post. Well, after I talked to Colton, I was like, okay, well, like he gave examples. He's like, you haven't done anything, like you could have done something with your bees or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And he's
I laughed really hard.
You did? Okay. Did. Now, this is my problem with like TikTok. This is why you got to just post and forget. Like you're doing the validation, which I do that too.
Yeah.
But also I worry about, was that entertaining?
Yeah.
But they're saying the bigger company says with this digital, don't worry about that. And the reason why you don't worry about that, I'll give you their remarks here in a second, which is quite sad. But he said also, like, you know how you posted the podcast? Yeah. You said no podcast today.
Yeah.
He says you could have said no podcast today, be back tomorrow, but you could watch the whole show on Jake and Tanner TV or whatever.
Oh, you're right.
He's like,
all I said was, you can get old shows here.
Right. And he said they did it like this. And he used us as an example. Jake and Tanner having a party.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different ways to get to that party. And you got to give them those options. Through the door, through the back door.
You and I are backdoor specialists.
Through the cellar, you know what I mean? So you got to give them these different options. Now, here's the thing with the paper, dude. Think of like this. All right, so this is the study. This is what it came out. And they pay big money for this stuff.
Yeah.
And they go, most people, almost everybody on social dislikes their life and dislikes their job. So they are on it, and if you give them content, they'll watch it. Doesn't have to be good. It can be awful because they're either watching your competitions because they gave content, or they're going to watch yours. If you're both giving bad content, they're going to watch one or the other.
I really hate that I agree with that, because I'll tell you this: if I'm on a TikTok binge, I just watch. I mean, a lot of it doesn't matter, and I'm still going to watch it.
Right. That's right. And TikTok, which we've already said, but he's like, you guys should, when we said this like a year ago, we're like, we got to jump on TikTok.
Yeah.
When he said from 30 to 45, it had a 400% increase in that age group.
Yep.
So that's like our money shot.
Yeah. That's definitely our money shot.
But I'm arguing with him, and it's hard to argue because
he's kind of right.
Well, I know that he's right, and I think a lot of it is I'm lazy, but also I don't think right away. Like that chicken coop that's sitting in my backyard that I was fixing up yesterday. I could have done something with that, but I don't think right away to take a picture or to take a video. Mm-hmm. And videos make me anxious a little bit. Pictures are different with Instagram. To do that, it seems a little simpler, but to do the videos, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even think about it anymore, and that's a bad habit. Because it used to be a habit of this could go on social.
Right.
And now I have to be like really aware to put it on social. Like, I guess I have a baby, and probably we could have used so much of that.
You could still do it.
He's still pretty cute.
You still have a baby. It's not like you got 16 yet.
Well, I traded him in. Mm-hmm. I traded for
one that's potty trained.
Mm-hmm,
yeah, this one's broken. It's leaking everywhere.
I traded him. You know what I got for him? 7 ferrets. That's the going rate for an 8-month-old baby.
Probably smells better.
It does.
So I was calling. I wanted to call you yesterday because I think we should just be posting
just random stuff
once a day on Instagram and TikTok if we can. The TikTok's a lot harder for me.
TikTok's harder
because Instagram's just a quick picture.
TikTok has to be a thing. It has to be an entertainment, I think.
But I think we should be doing some things because he said he worries about it because he's got 40 more years left in the career, and I got 20 some. So I should Murph probably not. He doesn't have to worry about it.
No, for sure he doesn't.
They do TikTok.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're terrible.
That makes sense.
I think we just got to do whatever. I'm not kidding. It doesn't even matter. Just post something daily. Isn't that sad, though, man? Just like most people hate their jobs, so they're on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sad.
Are you on TikTok right now?
I am. I just logged into ours.
Oh, is that ours?
That's ours.
Hey, what is our... Well, you tell me off air, because I don't know the password if that ever goes away.
Oh. Well, I don't know. It's just saved on my phone. I can get it for you.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get it for you, but I don't know it offhand.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
It's, 2, 3. Is this one person that was being mean earlier? Because I don't want to...
They were 80-something.
Are you sure? Because I don't want to read them anymore.
That was hold on, I'll find that.
No, this one said
that bitch.
Maybe start with an Instagram post of your wife's feet or something.
Oh,
you're a weirdo.
Radio Tootsies.
Yeah, I like that, though.
We'll just take pictures of our wives' feet every day.
I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, we like to think that everybody just listens to the show. Maybe we should give little segments on TikTok of the show. Like, Theo Vaughn and Billy or Bobby Lee and all those guys do just like minute segments. The difference are they're funny, though.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's the big difference. They're all professional comedians.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just...
Well, somebody just said the TikTok could be, a quick, funny snippet of your show from YouTube.
It could, yeah.
Creating content for social media is a full-time job in itself, no doubt. And you get worried. You like that bee thing? I'm like, I'm going to do this just to show my bees. And then I could have done that over and over and over again if I wanted to try to make it better, because you're always in your head going, that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Maybe today I'll put a TikTok of my chickens.
Just do it.
And we'll look at my chickens and I'll be like, look at these.
Hey, and make sure you say that you stole it. That because even Colton said he never once said his wife wanted chickens. Dude, I've been bitching for 6 months about chickens.
My
and then
wife
you go,
has wanted chickens
and then you get
for years.
And then you go, oh yeah, my wife wanted to.
My wife has wanted chickens for years.
It's all right.
Absolute years.
I don't think I'm going to get them anymore.
Good. Give me your coop. Yours is bigger than mine.
I don't know, man. No, I want to do it. It's just I'm getting tired with all of the work that we're doing in the backyard.
Yeah, you bit off so much that you can chew.
I wonder how many people are doing chickens now just because we've been talking about them.
Just how boring life is and how easy chickens are.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, chickens are super easy in the beginning. You just they're just kind of there. Mm-hmm. You have to feed them, and they're super dumb. It's not like you got to do much with them. You just feed them and make sure that they have areas.
Yeah, it's getting overwhelming though in my backyard. So I'm like, I don't know.
Your bees give me so much anxiety.
Well, then I'm fixing up the coop. I just fixed part of it, doing man stuff over in my neck of the woods. Not drinking beer though. I'm doing everything that I can to not drink beer during the week. Oh, and it's really tough. But I got to lose some of this weight, man.
Not me. I took my kids to the park yesterday, and I went and grabbed a 12-pack before I went.
My problem is, Lo, like Tuesday, I think I may had 6, 7 beers. Like
yesterday?
No, Monday.
Oh, Monday?
When I was working outside, and then Kevin came over, and it was noon, 1 o'clock or whatever, and it's hard for me to have 2 beers.
Just 2? 2 turns into 4 really fast?
4.
And then 4 turns into 8?
Yeah, man. That's my problem. So if you go to the park, well, you probably were driving, or did you walk?
No, I drove there, so I had 1.
Oh, yeah. What a wait.
Okay,
What's the point?
I had 2, and then I had 2 more when I got home.
Okay, that's a little better.
They were the new Natterday blueberry lemonades. They're fine. They're not as good as the originals. Nothing will beat the...
Oh, did you try those then?
Yeah, they're fine. They're not as good as the original.
I had to try some.
I can bring some in.
No, I think I had 5 or 6 that night. But you got to understand it. So we're not getting home at 5. This is having one noon, 1 o'clock or whatever, and then you go is till 7 or. Well, I'm trying to justify this.
Listen, we're drinking during the week, and the reason you don't drink during the week is because you think it's trashy. But listen, there's no difference between a Monday afternoon and a Saturday afternoon. What's the difference? The only difference is that we have constructed days and weeks, put them together, and made it seem like Mondays were worse than to drink than Saturdays. This is all part of your head. It's all the construct that the patriarchy has put on you, and you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't sit there and just let big government tell you how to live your life. Live it on your own. We live in the land of the free, not the land of communism like China.
I think most people get home so late, like on Monday.
I think it's more acceptable to have a drink at like 6. Like you have a beer at 6 after you've worked a whole day than it is for you and I to have a drink at noon.
But
we've worked too.
Well, I guess I was saying is I think maybe why people don't do it on a Monday is not so much government as they don't have 6 of them because
they just don't have time to have 6.
yeah, like I don't even have kids at home, man.
Yeah,
it's only me and alcohol or my friends.
Yeah, you and a couple of your natter days.
I like that
next to each other.
Listen, this is Wisconsin. Nobody cares what time you drink and how much.
That is true. That is 100% true.
Dude, you guys should rock in Boltonville this year. Rain days, baby.
What is Boltonville?
It's the smallest little town that has the biggest parade, fair rides and everything.
Oh, that's insane.
It is.
Michael Boltonville?
Yes. Oh, that's fun.
He should come there.
He should. Anyway. So, yeah, we got to get going. Probably. I don't know what we got to today. Not much. Hey, set that banner on Carly's desk, she said.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right. Hey, real quick, Planet Fitness. Boy, that place you need to find yourself. $20 a month if you want the VIP treatment.
Oh, that's where you get to go to any Planet Fitness in the entire country.
Yep.
There is a VIP lounge with hydro massage chairs, unlimited tanning, total body enhancements.
And you can't get in there unless you're a VIP. It's kind of like the family video back room, you know?
Well, that was just you needed to be 18 and a pervert.
Oh, yeah, I guess you don't got to be right.
Yeah.
You don't need to be either of those things.
And
well, maybe 18. I don't really know how it works.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Or a parent or guardian. What's happening here?
I don't know. You compared the VIP room in Planet Fitness to the porn room at Family Video.
We got to do. Hold on. Let me just give a reset just for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should.
2 seconds. Yeah, which it has nothing to do with that. But Planet Fitness, man, $10 a month gets you into that place.
And no commitment, so you can go month to month. You could only do odd numbered months if you want. It would be cumbersome to do, but you could.
$20 a month gets you in the back area, the VIP section.
Hydro massage, unlimited tanning, total body enhancement, massage chairs, half off cooler drinks.
Trainers are there. Well, not in the back area.
Well, yeah, I mean they might
can be. I mean, they're always cleaning.
Yeah, they're always clean. But that you don't even need to be a VIP to use their trainers. You can get their trainers anytime. They make a personalized workout just for you, set on your goals.
One-on-one orientations, very clean facilities, $10 a month, no contract. Check it out at planetfitness.com. Yeah. I don't know, man. I cannot wake up the last forever.
Kayla works all nights this week.
So you're just tired. You're going to be
I'm just going to be tired. Like, I'm already, like, at my limit of being tired today.
Yeah.
And so...
Wednesdays are rough.
Wednesdays are starting to become my Thursdays.
So next Friday, we're going to be doing the show live at Flagstone for, boy, there was a certain way I think she wanted a kegs and eggs.
Kegs and eggs.
Rather than the other way. But we're going to be at Flagstone. The show goes from 6 until 9. You get some food, you get some drinks. We're going to be tailgating a little bit beforehand there, so come hang out. I think Dave's going to bring his little propane fire pit so we can all kind of stay warm. Bring a coat, bring some beer. We're just going to sit in the parking lot, and then we're going to walk in and do this stupid show and have some fun and play some games and drink some food and eat some drink. You know what I mean?
I blamed you, by the way.
Yeah, you should. For what?
Just that because I was talking about it yesterday. So my dad stopped over, and I was like, "Yeah, next Friday we got an event." I was like, and then, we got to go tailgate beforehand at 4:30. And Kayla's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna tailgate beforehand."
I could see her saying that. Wait, what? You're already drinking during the show. It's Beer Friday.
That's what she said. She was like, "It's 6 a.m., not early enough." And I was like, listen, Jake came up with this idea, and like, what am I gonna do? Just not show up? Like, it's not my fault.
Well,
and then she said, "I'm not picking you up." And I was like, "Well, somebody is."
That I got to try to keep it together.
Well, that's why we had to start it. That's what I said. I was like, we got to start at 4:30 because Jay has to get home. So he wants to make sure that he can have a little fun. And then her response was, "Well, why doesn't he just not drink?" And I was like, "Why don't you just... you don't know the business."
That is not a viable option. No, I think it'll be a good time. It'll loosen things up. But we're saying, like, dude, we're only going to be there for like an hour beforehand. We're not doing it a few hours. It's not like real tailgating. I mean, it is, but we're only there for like an hour beforehand. Then we got to set up we got to make sure we're plugging in stuff.
Yeah, we got to make sure that people are plugging in things for us.
So next Friday, we'd love for you to show up. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think more information at...
Well, let's check.
959kissfm.com.
Let's
I don't know.
Bro.
Nobody tells us anything.
Kiss FM.
We're supposed to get a promo done today for them.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Kegs and eggs. Yeah, it is. It is on the website.
Good. It doesn't say anything about purchasing or anything like that, right? You just show up.
Yeah, no. It doesn't say anything about tickets or nothing. This is what it says. It says it's a 21 and up show. 95.9 Kiss FM presents Kegs and Eggs with the Jake and Tanner Show, 6 to 9, Flagstone Bar. Grab some breakfast and watch Jake and Tanner do their show live from Flagstone.
Apparently, they got really good breakfast.
Somebody said the best breakfast in town.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Well,
that should be a good time.
That says a lot when we know that there's more than one Denny's here.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's not somebody with a vacuum when I walk in at Flagstone, hashtag not for me.
Yeah. If there's not still a smoking section.
All right, man. I want to play this for you. I don't know if you got a chance to see this on TikTok yet or not.
What is it?
Guy talking about Top Gun.
No, I haven't. I've been avoiding all spoilers.
The new movie. There's no spoilers in this. He's just saying if he likes it or he doesn't like it. Wow. And what's so weird about that? It's
is
not a Marvel movie.
That is so weird. Would you have expected somebody to say Top Gun 2 is going to be the best movie of the
Made me
year?
cry several parts.
Made me cry.
Here's the thing. Apparently, Tom Cruise really
gave it all for this movie.
I'm sure he did, but he said he really rallied hard to get the studio to give Val Kilmer back. Remember when he said he's only in the picture?
Yeah,
he's not. I guess he is in it, and they do have a reunion. I guess it's really emotional. Like I don't even know if I've really watched the first Top Gun. I know I did probably when I was a kid, but I've completely forgotten about it.
Yeah.
So it'd be really interesting to see if this really brings me tears.
Let's Rotten Tomatoes this. Did you Rotten Tomatoes it yet?
I haven't.
Rotten Tomatoes. What is that? To that guy, it better get 150%.
No way.
I'm
thinking high 60s.
I can't imagine that it would be more than that, but why am I not finding it?
It's interesting because we were just talking about this yesterday, that the movie stars from like the 90s, early 2000s, your Brad Pitts and all of that, it's like a dying breed. And then he even said it on here. He goes, Tom Cruise is like the last
real movie star,
the real movie star. So I looked this up and I'm trying to figure out what does that mean? Like, why don't we have those anymore? And they said there's okay. So let's name some of the movie stars. You got Leonardo DiCaprio, because there's a difference between movie stars and movie stars. I mean, there's Joseph Gordon-Levitt that stars in movies, but then there's Leonardo DiCaprio, who is a movie star.
Yeah,
right.
Brad Pitt,
movie star. Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. These are movie stars. It's like when that one guy was interviewing Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio and said, I've interviewed a lot of people. Yeah. These guys are shiny.
Yeah.
So they got that aura around them, right? I would say Will Smith is probably more of a movie star.
Yeah, I would say he is.
And I don't think this is what
I can't think of any. It's definitely not anybody younger than 40.
I want to get back to what we're saying here because I want to read what this article is. But hey, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I won't swear this time. It's Chris.
What's up, man?
Not much. I closing the deal on a business tonight. Kind of big deal. Buying my first business. I know you guys went out to Sole Purpose a couple weeks ago. Curious how I get you guys at my business.
What's your business?
Yeah, I'm purchasing a fish store.
Oh, wait, to eat?
Eat?
No,
Eat,
like aquarium fish. But
really?
I'm gonna have locally sourced goods as well.
Where's it at?
It's on Bellevue Street.
Bellevue.
Yeah, but what town?
Green Bay, Bellevue Street. Yeah, Green Bay.
Is it just like out of your house? Please tell me it's out of your house.
Oh,
no, no, it is not.
Oh.
Is it an existing business that you're just buying?
Yeah, it is. I'm taking it over, but
this is what you got to do. Message us on Facebook, and then I'm going to send your message to one of our sales girls, the girl that we work with all the time, and then she's going to contact you again. You guys are going to chat about it, but that sounds fun.
Yeah, and how open are you to drinking in your parking lot, though? Mm-hmm. That's a thing.
Oh, totally. Let's do it. That was kind of why I was calling, because I was hearing about this brews and eggs or something. I mean,
it's kegs and eggs. Why is everybody having
kegs and eggs? Brews and beer? There's like brews and brats
or sausage.
You guys are doing like tacos and whiskey or something?
Well, wouldn't that be tacos and tequila?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
I really like an idea where we do a lunch of tacos and tequila.
I like just whiskey. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It should be tequila. Tacos and vodka.
Whiskey and potatoes.
All right, yeah. Contact us on our Facebook, and I'll send that message out on the commercial break.
Okay, awesome. I feel like with the movie stars, though, and stars of movies became popular because now all the movies are just regurgitated. There isn't actual roles like Leonardo DiCaprio getting cast as a role in Titanic and whatnot. There aren't actual.
See, and that's what I
big-ticket
and I
roles
like
anymore.
that, and I do like that theory. Let me. I'm going to read this article here in just a second. Contact us on Facebook. Thank you.
Congrats
All
on
right,
Hey,
the
Chris,
sounds
good
good.
job on the business, by the way. Somebody said, do you think it's the quality of movies that makes them a movie star, or were they're more well known because they're just done so many movies? Okay, this is what this article states. Because this is interesting to me, because why are the Keanu Reeves and you know what I mean, the Johnny Depps, they don't make those guys anymore. Here, this is what it states.
What is it? Okay.
This is what it states. It states that you're competing now with staying at home, sitting on the couch. The couch is comfortable. TVs are really awesome now.
Yep.
You can get affordable, big screen TVs to watch very clear movies.
Yes.
Okay? So I'll just wait for it to come, or I'll just buy it at home because you can buy it. Here they're saying names don't sell anymore. The dying breed are the Brad Pitts, the Bruce Willises, the Johnny. If you did a Brad Pitt movie back in the 90s, you just went and watched it because of the name.
I know nothing about Bullet Train,
Right.
but I'm going to go see it because Brad Pitt's in it.
Right. Tom Hanks can put asses in seats.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, you're just going to go watch a Tom Hanks movie. Well, those are dying out now because they don't, and they're blaming it a little bit on
Streaming services?
streaming services. They're blaming it on the television and just technology getting a lot better, and also Marvel. They're saying they're doing all those big budget movies, and they say even this: Robert Downey Jr. can't put asses in seats. Mm-hmm. Iron Man can, with Robert Downey Jr. playing him.
Yes.
But just his name on a movie poster is not bringing as much as Iron Man. So it's a lot of the good actors in suits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're blaming it a little bit on that.
I wonder, I was going to blame it a lot on these movie actors playing in series now. Like TV shows.
Well, series, and they also said, Adam Sandler, whatever, he's going to Netflix. A lot of this is just you get to watch, which, by the way, he has a basketball movie coming out where he's trying to play a coach. It looks phenomenal. So I'm hoping
like another Uncut Gems movie?
Probably not nowhere near as good as that, but or acting quality. He did really well in that, but I think it's going to be good. But yeah, so this is what they're saying about why there's no more movie stars, because names don't bring in an actor's name doesn't bring in people anymore. Those are the last of the kind, the Tom Cruises, the Brad Pitts. You know what I mean? Just like you said, I want to go watch Bullet Train because Brad's in it and he makes really good movies. Yep. That's just kind of going away once they kind of die out or retire. It's weird, man. Yeah. It's true. I mean, because they really do. And it's not the studio's fault. Here's the thing. They can do a movie here. This costs $60 million to make this movie that is not Marvel. And we only made $80 million on it. But I could make this Marvel movie for a crap ton, and the return in the box office is amazing.
Yeah, the return is crazy. What was the budget for that? What did Doctor Strange movie? I think it made $180 million on its first weekend already. You know what I mean? So that's already insane.
Well, it's kind of like the Spider-Man. How much did that make?
Billions. It made over $1 billion.
And that's why
worldwide it made over $1 billion.
But can Tom Holland put
asses in seats? No.
But him playing Spider-Man can. So the suit, the costume really helps with that.
So it cost them $200 million to make that movie.
Which one? The Doctor Strange?
The Doctor Strange 2. It also cost $200 million to make the last Spider-Man, Eternals. Endgame was $300. But these movies are making an insane amount of money.
Well, it's like back in the day, you get Jim Carrey in a movie and you pay him $20 million because his name alone can bring people in.
Yes.
But it's getting to the point now where that just doesn't matter. It's weird.
Yeah. They just make it, and it's hard to deny it. Where it's like, oh, what do we do? Like, what do we do? Like,
Well, you think the studio's there
The
to
studio's
make
not gonna-
money?
yeah.
They're not going to say, they're not going to want to do Killing Me Softly anymore. Those type of movies when they can make billions of dollars.
well, yeah, it's like, yeah, we could do this movie and make $5 million on it, like profit. You know, it cost us $25 million to make. We made 30 in the box office, or budget of $200 million, and so far it's made $479 million.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, your investment's a lot higher, but also your profits are so much higher.
You know, besides Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean or however you want to say it, Johnny Depp's most watched movie or television show is this courtroom drama.
That's unfortunate. I want to watch Blow. Is it good?
Oh my God!
Is it
yeah,
good? I've been seeing clips.
True story.
Because people have been posting clips of old Johnny movies.
Yeah,
And
that's really good.
and Blow looks really good. He looks
know,
like he acts pretty darn good in that one.
Another really good under the radar Tom Cruise movie is that American Made. Is that that's similar to kind of the Blow with the
plane,
drug
right?
dealing? Yeah.
Yeah, the
really
plane,
good,
and
All right.
he looked like everybody's lesbian aunt. That's
Kind
what
of
they
looks
said.
like that now.
Yeah, he's getting there.
I don't know what's happening.
He's 107.
It could be. It's a Jake and Tanner show. Because it was back in the day, man. That was the only to go see entertainment. You know, in the 90s, that was it. You went to the movie theater.
Yeah, you had the big screen actors, and you had your TV actors. If you wanted to see Tom Hanks, you had to go to a theater or buy his movie. And like I was saying during the break, these Cruise, Hanks, Pitt, they're doing a movie every couple of years.
Right.
That's what makes them special in movie stars. But new movie stars or people who star in movies, they do like 3 a year. Or at least they're doing 1 a year.
Right. I just don't see the appeal anymore. I really like the idea of acting and getting into character, and I think that's really interesting. I think we put too much on it now. Like, these people do all this talking about how much talent they have and how much in awe we are because they get to say lines. It's like that comedian that was like, Leonardo DiCaprio filmed in some of the harshest conditions for like 60 days filming whatever movie that was.
The Revenant.
Yeah, how did it go?
He's like, he lost 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And he filmed there for 3 weeks. For $20 million.
Right.
I'd get down to 20 pounds for $20 million.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. We really put actors on this crazy high pedestal
forget you pay them millions of dollars to do it.
Or doing lines that you're just really good at being really natural at saying things off a piece of paper and reacting to them.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And I guess it's it is
a talent.
It's for sure a talent, and everybody can do it, but everybody can't do it as well as they can.
Like Shia. I think Shia LaBeouf is incredible.
Shia is scary, man.
He's very scary.
He's scary. I thought about it when he was hitchhiking in Sheboygan, which is a true story. And I was like, man, we should have went and tried to pick him up. But then I thought, I don't want to get stabbed by Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, because he would.
He would.
But you don't care.
Yeah.
And then he would join the Peace Corps.
Yep. And then he'd just leave. And then he'd start rapping. He'd come out of the woods and just start rapping. You know how scary that would be?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Just weird we do that with actors.
With anybody. Anybody that we put in.
I don't know. Nobody should be famous. I would never want to do it anymore.
No, like Rob Lowe said. Well, why would you want to do it now?
Why would you? He's like in the 70s. Like Bruce Willis said, dude, it's 80s. It's just where it was.
I want to know.
With anything.
Yeah, I want to know what they did.
Everything, man. Everything.
Like, if there's a heaven, I want my heaven to just be, I get to watch what these terrible celebrities did in the 80s before that everybody had a phone.
You know, I say being an 80s rock star would be incredible to experience, and I think being a 90s movie star.
Yeah.
In the 95, 96 era movie star. Just before, like, you know, the big boom with phones and all that,
and streaming services,
and the technology was getting a little bit better, and movies were kind of in their heydays, and there were some really great movies. You know, the '80s had movies too, but they weren't.
They were campy, weird.
Right.
Listen, 99% of movies that came out in the '80s were super dumb.
Yeah, right. Agreed.
Yes, they were.
So
they were fun.
Being in the mid-90s, being a movie star.
Yeah.
Like the Bruce Willis and the Tom Cruise and Jesus.
And you know, you got Jack Nicholson.
John Krasinski, movie star or star in movies?
Star in movie.
Yeah, he's definitely star in movies.
Yeah, he's not. Just think about it is, if they're in it, are you going to be like, I don't even know what that's about, and I kind of want to see it.
Right.
Because that's what it is with Bullet
Tom
Train.
Cruise is, I feel like, losing that a little bit. I do think he's a big star to bring it in.
Yeah, he's never been it for me, so it's hard for me to say if he's losing it.
Action. You know what I mean? You're gonna go watch a pretty fun action movie.
Yeah. I think they realized that he was losing it with that Mummy movie. Because that Mummy movie didn't pull in as much as they thought it was going to.
He felt really bad. He said that was one of his worst
decisions.
No, because he wanted it to really work.
Yeah, and it just didn't. Because they were trying to make a universe out of it. Because everything has to be a universe now. Even movies have to be TV shows.
Should have put Brendan in it because it would have worked.
Yeah, well, Brendan wasn't. He's not in shape to do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Like the old Mummy movies are great, and I feel bad for what happened to Brendan Fraser, but. He can't. He's not an action star anymore. He needs to act with his words.
Dude, things on TikTok will come up from 90s Brendan. That guy was, and I don't.
So handsome.
Oh my God.
Breathtakingly handsome.
Very good looking.
Insanely handsome. And with the dumbest haircut, but it worked for him.
Tom Cruise just plays himself now and everything. I kind of agree with that.
He's just always
running. I mean, when he was doing like the Jerry Maguires and the again, this was mid 90s where you know the Vanilla Skies, that was fun. Will Ferrell, movie star or star in movies?
I'm not gonna lie, I think he's movie star.
I do too.
He's movie star. I think if it's a Will Ferrell movie, you can put it. You kind of know what it's gonna be.
Matthew McConaughey. He's just not himself, but he's such a character. He's so Matthew McConaughey. I might go watch a Matthew McConaughey movie just because I liked
because
Interstellar and Dallas Buyers Club and
I'm on
He's
the fence,
on the
but
line.
also like I kind of like everything he's in.
yeah.
You know who ruined it for themselves?
Who?
Nick Cage, and they got to try to get it. He's got to try to get it back.
I hope he does.
Because he used to be a movie star.
Right.
Like, oh my God, it's a Nick Cage film.
Yep.
Like, I want to go see Nick Cage. And then he had The Wicker Man and all these dumb movies. And now it's like, I don't want to go see a Nick Cage movie because I guarantee it's stupid. But now he's got Pig, which is really good.
It's one of his favorite.
That one.
Oh, yeah, that one's supposed to be incredible.
It got 100%. I think it's like an agreed upon 100% between critics and audience. It looks so good.
Chris Pratt.
No, he just stars in movies. He's not putting butts in seats. For sure he's not.
I don't like him.
I don't like him either. Listen, I want Fat Pratt back.
I do too. I want the one where he loved his first wife.
Yes. When he stayed with Anna Faris because they were in love.
Right.
And now he's like, oh, I got hot, so I'm just going to slam into anything I can, which is anything I want.
Bradley Cooper.
Still just a star in movies. He's not putting butts in seats.
Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence.
Star in movie.
Yeah.
She's not putting butts in seats. I don't think that there is a single person under the age of 40 that is a movie star.
I agree with that.
I don't.
Because I don't even know any under. I guess Jonah Hill, maybe.
Is he?
I don't know. I'm aging out of all this caring.
But he's not.
Yeah, I only worry about
Robert
my little
Pattinson,
era.
He's not.
Robert Pattinson's definitely not. They're not paying him $20 million because his name is on the poster.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch, no. Tom Holland, no.
I think Denzel might be. To go see a Denzel movie.
Yeah, but he's once again over 40.
Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, a split second, you had to go, does he think he's under 40?
Yes. So, man, Denzel's been around for a minute. Like, what did you think he was like 15 in Training Day?
Hey, we gotta get going here. No, they were playing for $120 today with a take from Jake and Tanner. Kelly Davies Homes team, Lantro Realty, man, they have helped over 1,000 families in the Fox Cities, Green Bay, and Oshkosh successfully buy and sell homes over the last decade.
They're 100% the movie stars of Northeast Wisconsin Realty.
Oh, they can put butts in houses.
They can put butts in houses.
Mm-hmm. They guarantee that they'll sell your home in 90 days or less, or you don't pay.
Yeah, and you don't say that if you're not good at selling homes.
Their average days on the market from listing to sold, 56 days.
That's way under 90.
Yeah, they got professional interior designers that'll work closely to offer the sellers the best advice in furniture placement, decorating, and staging when needed prior to listing. They stage their sellers' homes at no additional cost.
Which is so incredibly beneficial.
Yeah, oftentimes buyers and sellers don't even know where to start with the process. They take pride in educating and walking the clients through every step of the process. No one's going to be left wondering, hey, what do we do now? And everybody's kind of looking around. No.
They're almost overly prepared.
Yeah. Kelly Davies Homes team, Landro Realty. No, his downstairs, his nether region.
Yeah, what about it?
Tanner finally got some nose hairs, and then I said, "Hey, can you do me next?" But I was being gross and nasty, if you know what I mean. And then, and then Tanner said something. I'm like, "Hey, you remember that story about Goose, right?" And Goose was a kid in my school, God-given name, and he didn't know what was going on. He came over to my house one day to stay the night, and he didn't know what was going on. He's like, "I've been having some weird things," and he'd pull all of them out because he didn't think they were supposed to be there.
So he was scared about his...
Yeah, he did. And I'm like, "Oh, no, I think that's normal." And he's like, "Oh, good." It was so painful.
I just like to think that he has a patchy bag now.
God.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about men and our genitals is that we're never sure. At least growing up, maybe now growing up, you're a little bit more sure that everybody's is kind of the same because of how like easy it is to see pornography. But when I was like 13, I had no idea if I had a normal package. Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know if I thought for a while I was like, are the bees supposed to be on top? Am I a freak? And like you didn't talk to anybody about it.
No, man, like, yeah. It's weird because I remember, because now you got the internet and you can just Google something really quick if you're unsure. Like I remember my urine split. That's a thing that happens with guys.
Yeah, it happened to me this morning.
Boy, if you would have just said that doesn't happen, I would have been like, wait, what? the urine splits.
Yeah.
And
a fork in the road.
I noticed this when I was younger and I got nervous, like, okay, something might be wrong with me.
Yep.
My anxiety went through the roof and I didn't have Google to look up to answer that question. I'm sure not going to tell my parents.
Yeah.
Because it was weird.
You're ashamed. It's your downstairs.
Right. And finally, like a couple days later of me worrying, there was a movie or something I was watching, and the guy said, "I completely missed the toilet, my pee split or whatever." And I'm like, "Oh shoot!" So I had to wait like a week or 2 weeks after that, going through that process in my mind.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, basically around the same thing as that there was a kid in my class that was like, "Oh, have you ever had your pee like split?" And I was like, "No, nerd." And I was like, okay, because
so the same thing happened to you.
A piece of lint gets stuck in there.
Well,
and it just splits it really quick, and you're confused. Anything that happens down there, you're scared.
Well, I remember that when Higgins was telling me about McKenny in his class.
What the hell is this name? I've never heard McKenny.
Well, that's in his class. I don't really know him too well, but when he was little, he was having trouble urinating, so they had to spread something. Make it wider or bigger or whatever. And may like put like something it out in there. Yes. And I'm like, oh, I don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah, no.
I cannot stand this chair.
I was upset yesterday because when What's-Her-Face came in, you gave her my chair, or she took it, and I had to stand. Is McKenny his first name?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't really know him.
Because Kenny is a name.
Yeah, but this is McKenny. Maybe like it was Kenny.
Like
and
Michaela?
People would just be like, Kenny.
Kenny.
Maybe he was beautiful. I want to read this because this is...
With his narrow urethra.
Women dig that, he said.
Like a pinhole in a hose. Like you don't even know where it's spraying, so you got to keep putting your hand over it to see where it's getting wet.
I was reading this and I'm like, oh, just how backwards we were back in the day. This is an article. Mom, what's a Playboy Mansion? This is what my 11-year-old asked me one day. We were hanging out in the basement, tossing a giant red ball back and forth to each other. I was shocked by the question because that is weird, right? So she asked him, like, I'm not going to sit here and read this verbatim, but she asked him, like, where did you hear that from? And you know that new television show that's coming out that's exposing the Playboy Mansion? And so he heard something about that. And so she had, how do you explain that? How would you explain that if your daughter's a little older and goes, hey, what's a Playboy Mansion?
Okay, so back in the
2000s?
mid to late 1800s or 1900s, a man named Hugh Hefner started a house where he would take beautiful women and just keep them there because he had a magazine where he'd take pictures of naked women with their consent and publish it, and then they would live there with him. And then it got weird.
Isn't that weird, though, that you have to explain what the Playboy Mansion is? And then as you're explaining it, you're going, how did we allow that?
Yeah, that's our slavery.
That seems weird, right?
Like, people are going to be like, yeah, but we didn't, like, treat women like that. And then it's like, yeah, but my grandpa did. Like, we used to buy magazines strictly because they had nude women in them.
Yeah, that's how now it's just.
Well, it's everywhere.
I don't even know if younger people would know what a Playboy magazine is.
Probably not. I think if you ask, Dewey's too young to know. You can't ask any other boy that's not your kid if they know what a Playboy is, because you're going to get the cops called on you. You go to one of Piper's friends. Yeah, Evan, come here. You know what a Playboy is?
Here's have you ever heard of Playboy? She said, because she was explaining it pretty much how you explained it.
Yeah.
But by the way, this was 2000s.
In the 2000s,
this was still going on. I like to think that was a long time ago, but geez, I was like, still like 18 years ago or something. Yeah. I don't know when it kind of did it go until he died, because that was 2017 when he died.
Well,
that's what my tattoo says.
I know before. That's not a tattoo. You probably regret that one now, huh?
A little bit. Got to get that covered up.
Rest in power. Yeah. When did they say they were going to stop doing nudity?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was like 2012, 2013, right? Somewhere around there.
So this kid says, "Have you ever?" Or she said, "Have you ever heard of Playboy?" To which he responded, "It's like pornography, but in a magazine, right?"
Yeah.
I mean, that tells you the evolution in the modern era, because for those of us that are like my age, your age too, but definitely my age, when you were growing up, it was magazines.
That was the only way,
or maybe a VHS that was hidden somewhere or something.
Was the only way to see a nude person, a nude lady's body was in a magazine or a movie. In a movie you weren't supposed to watch.
Do you know the average age for a kid, for boys, this is, to experience or to see or to witness pornography on a device? Not just like a Playboy magazine, but an actual, video of things that are not like
very adult,
like not
just looking at a picture of breasts,
right? And not like soft, without saying the other thing. Yeah, 11 years old is the average age for a boy in the United States, because it's so easily accessible,
and it's almost an accident.
It can be, right?
It can be. I mean, there have been times where I'm ripping through TikTok and I've seen porn.
Right.
Because they just don't catch it right away. And it'll be gone in a few seconds, but like, you don't expect it. How do they say for women?
It doesn't say for women, because she's only using because she only has a boy.
Dude,
Google that really quick, because I'm interested, because my daughter's going to be 12. It's like, I got to probably have a conversation. Now it's not even just the birds and bees. You got to be talking about, like, I've told her about the internet. Like, my analogy for it, use it if you want. It's like a big old city. It's like Milwaukee. There's really bad areas. The internet's like a big city. There's really bad areas, and it's your job to back out of those areas and get back to the better ones.
It says 11.
11 for girls 11 also?
11 for girls, too.
Holy Lord.
Yeah. At least that's what this youthfirstinc.org says. It says ages 14 to 18, 84% of boys will have watched some sort of porn, and 57% of females.
How old were you when you got the magazine or you saw something?
I was fairly young, probably around that 10, probably around that 9 or 10. Luke Fabry's brother had porn.
It's always everybody's brother.
He did, and then also there was a log that you would roll over, and there was a page that you couldn't flip, but it was boobs.
Yeah, mine was probably around there too, because it was Higgins brothers, the twin brothers, Baylor and Baylor, and they had the magazines. And
Wait
they
a minute, their names were Baylor Joe Higgins and Baylor Joel Higgins?
Well, Higgins is
his first name?
Yes.
What was their last name?
The Baylor twins. I don't know. Joe Smith.
So Baylor Joe Smith, Baylor Joel Smith,
no,
and then you had Higgins Smith?
No, hang on. Because they have like 3 dads. Like they
all had different dads?
Yeah.
How do the twins have different dads?
Well, anyway, they had a fort up behind their house, and they weren't home one day, and I ran up there and stole their magazines in their fort. And I went and I hit him in a dirty well. I had to jump down this well. It was just broken.
You were the well boy.
I was the well boy.
You've never told us that you were the one who put the magazines in the well.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I wonder if they're still there.
Dude, that's got to be incredibly damaging to 11-year-old's mind if they're seeing the scenes that are not, again, it's not like we were Playboy magazine, right? We were like where you just said where you got to see breast or whatever, but you get to see videos of crazy things.
They've said that pornography really muddies up what a consensual lovemaking should be. B, like how it works. They said it screws up relationships because it makes you believe that should just be a part of it. Like not. I think Bo Burnham even said he's like, it's crazy how in school they teach you. They'll teach you about like sex and stuff, but they don't teach you how to be in a relationship.
Man, I would like to know. I need like a therapist, or I need somebody to call. How do you explain that to your kids? What do you even say? Just the internet's bad, like my analogy, to back out? I mean, if you want to talk about pornography, because that's an uncomfortable thing that you got to talk about with your kids. But what do you say? What do you say about it? Don't watch it. Get out of there. That's not normal. That's not real life. Like, are you saying all of those things? What do you say?
I think you'd almost have to. I think you'd have to just be like, it's not like that.
Are you going to say you're going to probably see, that's probably going to come across, you're probably going to see it?
Well, Therapist on Demand says she tells all of the parents that she has that they need to talk about their kids about porn.
Yeah, but how? How do you go about doing it? And what are you supposed to say?
Yeah, what's the best way of doing it?
Hi, what's going on?
Hi, Therapist on Demand here.
Oh, hey. So how do you go about? What do you do?
You got to normalize it because kids are curious. They got all these hormones. You can't shame them for looking at it, but also tell them that what they're going to see in pornography is not a normal depiction of a healthy sexual relationship.
See, that's weird. That goes to show you how different it is, because my parents, I would never hear normalize it because you're going to probably watch it and see it or whatever because you have hormones. My parents would freak out if they knew I had like a Playboy magazine.
Oh, my parents did freak out.
Not, I didn't get the sex talk either.
Right, but are you saying because it's so easily, well, that's what I mean, it's just so easily accessible on phones and everywhere that you need
And by normalize it, I mean, like, if you catch them looking at it, you have to let them know. I get you're curious. What you're looking at, I mean, that's not okay. Like, here are the reasons that it can be dangerous. You can get in trouble for doing that. And if you have questions, you need to come to me because we have to have open conversations with our kids about sex. What do
you think is more damaging? A child watching just normal. Let's take out all the crazy subgenres of pornography. Let's just call it normal porn, right? Whatever that may be. Or parents shaming them for having these sexual urges. Do you think which one do you think is more damaging?
I don't know if I can say one is more damaging than the other because they're both pretty bad.
I mean, you got to think, Lo, we were just saying, how bad does it got to be for an 11-year-old girl or boy to watch the things on those channels that, again, are not like softcore Showtime in
your close up.
I mean, it's
I know they don't understand what they're looking at. Their brains are getting stimulated in a way that they can't understand. It's not healthy because they don't have a frame of reference to put it in. They don't have the controls over themselves to modulate that. So yeah, it can get pretty dangerous.
In your world, in your career, is because it is becoming so socially acceptable, but it's just so out there, so easily accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Are we going to? Do you think in like 20 years look at this much differently than we are now? As in, like, because I don't know if there's anybody talking about how terribly bad it is because it's so easy to get to. Or is it not? That's what I mean. Or is it not bad? I don't know.
Bad for who? Kids?
Well, yeah, like just like how. I guess I don't know what I'm saying. Can you help me out here? Like, because like I feel like, with like smoking in cars, we realize, oh wow, that was really damaging and we shouldn't do that. Like we're just. I think
we're pretty aware that porn for children is. I think we're aware that that's super damaging to their psyche.
But what do you do? I mean, do you think in 20 years, 30 years, we can do anything to go? Okay, there's got to be a lot more regulations than just having the world of the internet, just free porn everywhere.
Oh, well, that's what parents are for.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can throw parental controls on your internet, but how do you do it? It sucks because you can keep them away from it. You can put parental controls on phones. You can put them on your TV. You can put them on your computer, but then you also are requiring parents to know how to do that. And I guess if your argument is, well, I don't know how to do it, if you don't want them to see it, you learn. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what you do.
I just don't know if anybody's talking about it. Like I personally feel like it's so bad because it's so normalized and it's, I mean, even like you were just saying on TikTok, you can scroll through and women are dumping water all over their white t-shirts.
Yeah.
And it's like, is anybody even, there's nobody, or maybe they are and I'm not hearing it, but are people concerned about this or are people talking about it? I mean, because there's people in Silicon Valley right now trying to figure out how to get your kids addicted to these apps.
Oh, yeah,
and these apps are terrible.
Yeah, they are. I think
So you don't let your kids get them until they're a certain age, and then, that you can trust them, and then you monitor it. You look at looking at it. You have conversations with them about it.
It sucks because our parents didn't have to do that as much.
Right. So we don't know how to go about to do it.
Yeah, with the advancement of technology also comes the more involved we have to be with making sure that they're not.
And sometimes I just want to be left alone to watch porn.
Yeah, but when we were younger, the worst things our moms had to worry about was letting us watch an R-rated movie.
Right, that may flash a random boob. It would be so weird. Those like Jason movies. Like, why is she naked without her shirt all of a sudden?
Yeah, it happens all the time. You're watching a movie that's seemingly harmless. I always go back to this one, Starship Troopers. I don't know if you remember it. It's a crappy sci-fi movie about alien bugs that were sucking out people's brains. Great little sci-fi movie. And then randomly, there's a shower scene. Men, women everywhere.
That's what I mean.
Just nudity.
Weird, man.
All right. It's a guerrilla warfare with those boobies.
Well, I feel like we got to the bottom of this. I feel like we solved some problems today.
All right.
I appreciate you calling. Thank you.
Okay, absolutely.
See, that's what I mean. Maybe this is what I wanted to say. I don't think we realize right now just how damaging it probably is. Or we're not as concerned because, again, like you were saying, we're growing up in a world where we didn't have to worry about it, so we're not thinking about it. We're not aware of like just how damaging it is. I mean, maybe in 20, 30 years,
Yeah, I think it's,
Or is it not?
it is great. I think there is a definite understanding that unfiltered internet for children is super damaging.
Yes. WWW, Wild Wild West. That's what I always say. But
Yeah.
I'm not just saying for kids even. I'm saying just even as adults, because it's so easily acceptable to be, what is addiction to that? You know what I mean? If you're watching it instead of hanging out with your wife and doing things like that, is that the problem? Like what it's
Well, it's I think what happens is the lack of patience. Patience goes away. Like and the I can't just be with my own thoughts.
right.
That sucks.
What do you mean you can't? So you got to get
you've said it before. Your wife walks out of the room. The first thing you do is you grab your phone and you start looking at it. You can't just sit there.
Now he's not saying porn. He's just saying.
I mean, if that's the case, you definitely have an addiction problem.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, this is Kelly calling.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, I was listening to your guys' conversation, and it's definitely a tough one when you think back of like to the 80s when this stuff like porn first came out and whatnot. Even those movies like 16 Candles and I don't think the Breakfast Club did it first. Oh, maybe they did. Like they showed nudity, like no problem. And then when I was a teenager, because I'm 31, and then when I was a teenager, like R-rated had nothing. I mean, R-rated had, maybe some nudity, but back in the 80s, those films showed like boobs and stuff like it was no problem.
Well, they didn't.
What about
the rating system was pretty late to the game.
Yeah.
Like a PG-13 came out really late, so you either had to rate. Like I think the movie Airplane is rated PG,
right,
and that has nudity in it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that stuff changed.
I like that laugh.
So yeah, I don't know what the future will hold, but as far as like if I had a kid, I think what I would have to do is you mentioned about like maybe putting locks on your own stuff.
Right.
You can't control what their friends do, and I know that as a teenager, that was stuff I did with my friends.
Think about this.
Yeah, that is the thing.
Well, you're a dirty little kid, aren't you?
Well, that's the thing. You have your Hardy. I had my Luke Fabry. She has whatever friend whose parents aren't. So you and I, all three of us, we could put parental controls on everything. Our kids wouldn't be able to watch anything but Nickelodeon and the Disney Channel.
Right.
Yet you go over to flipping Braxton's house and their parents smoke cigarettes in the house, or they let their kids vape. And they're watching Deadpool.
Think about this.
Yeah, it's so true. I think the best thing you can do for your kids is tell them what, and then this is going to sound kind of funny, or whatever, tell them what you think a woman should be, or like what a man should be, what kind of qualities they should have, what kind of person they should be, and why.
Think about this. Think about the world that we live in right now, where my dad, I can see more naked women in 10 minutes than my dad, or especially my grandfather, has seen in their entire lifetime.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, think about this.
Yeah.
You could multiply that by 10. 10 grandpas. I've probably seen more naked people than most people listening's grandparents all combined.
Maybe they saw like through a magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just rip through them. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Just seeing all of those different naked bodies. Unreal.
One flick of my thumb, and I can rip past at least 15 naked people. At least 15 naked people. And that's if I'm not using a browser that remembers my history.
Think about it. It's just crazy. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Yo.
Just wanted to chime in on the conversation about porn.
Yeah, sure.
I love it.
No, well, it's more about nowadays it's more that TV. This show Euphoria. I just wanted to, that show is crazy.
Oh yeah, that's just basically that's more than Showtime porn.
Yeah, that's and that's weird because they're high school students.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I have major. I watched two or three episodes. Major anxiety. It's like I'm not even worried about my kid drinking. It's about
It's just about having
you know,
relations at too young of an
kids
age.
are doing nowadays.
Yeah.
well, that's well.
Yeah,
I mean,
drugs,
Thanks, man.
alcohol, and how the kids are, and it's like I talked to my daughter about. I'm like, good Lord, kid. I said, no more watching this. Well, Dad, I watched that, Mom's. I'm like, no, yeah, we're gonna have a talk. So,
Yeah.
like we either way, they're gonna find ways to. They're gonna find ways. Like that lady said earlier. We just got to have a talk with them and guide them and hope they make good decisions.
Well, it's weird too because when I was younger, I would go to I'd go to the video store and I would try to look in the back to see if there was any good scenes. You'd look at the back of the cover. Well, now they have Netflix, Amazon Prime. You can find movies in there that have
for sure.
naked people. Even if you didn't have access to a phone or Pornhub or whatever, you could just do it through Netflix if need be.
Yeah.
Or just like HBO Max, like he's saying.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Boy, do you think we could get people to call in that were addicted to porn? And how bad was it?
Yeah.
Did you lose relationships? Were you going home during lunchtime? Like how bad did it get when you went? Because alcoholics usually have where they go, oh, there was my rock bottom. What was your rock bottom with being addicted to pornography? When you're like, I better go seek help.
Yeah, I want to know because with alcohol, it's really easy to get yourself out of situations that involve alcohol. But how do you not?
You can just avoid. Well, that's what I was saying. Because
porn addiction.
It's like having a cocaine. Like I'm not a coke addict. I'm not a heroin addict, but I keep that right there in my pocket.
Yep.
Or no, I'm sorry. I'm a recovering heroin addict, and I keep this little heroin in my pocket at all times. You have porn on your phone at
your
any
fingertips.
time.
At your fingertips at any time. You can get to porn in 2 clicks.
It's got to be so difficult if you're an addict to that. Well, let's play some commercials and see if we can't get people to call in about that. 866-916-0959. So if you've ever been addicted to the pornography, the sin, we'd like to talk to you because we'd like to see how bad it got. Oh, man. You're so close. Give us a call back if you were just trying to call.
Reading this one, I've lost 2 relationships over pornography. I would bookmark 200 different porn stars in a day.
In a day? What are you doing, like bookmarking? Like just to get back to them
Like,
really quick?
Yeah, like when I find a recipe I like,
You pin it?
yeah, and just be like, oh, well, check her out.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Hi, were you addicted?
No, I wasn't, but I wanted to put in some 2 cents for you guys.
Sure.
So, and I want to start this out by saying that this is going to be kind of a difference in opinion than most people.
Okay. That's
Like,
fine.
don't think, but I think that, like, I think it's natural, like, not looking at porn per se, but, like, people having tickle time and doing that, I think it's natural. And I think that, like, children not watching that per se, but, like...
I get what you're saying. You're saying, because I've thought this too, like where I've been talking on the radio where if Tanner and I will say something, it's a weird thing because everybody likes doing it. Most everybody
Yes.
likes doing it. You are here on this world because of it. Why do we make it so taboo?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I just wanted to throw that opinion
No, what
out.
are your thoughts though? Honestly, why do we make it so taboo?
You know, that's a great question. I actually read in a magazine one time that it's because of everybody before us, like our ancestors. At one point, somebody decided, hey, that's not okay for children to see. Nobody should be looking at naked bodies. And then since then, everybody's like, yeah, okay. Nobody should be looking at naked bodies. And then it kind of just spread everywhere.
I don't know the science on it, but I can almost guarantee children shouldn't be watching it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Well,
sure.
no, not porn. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I
Obviously not watching it.
yeah, like, but they should understand. I guess at a certain age, the birds and the bees talk. It's understand it is a natural thing. It
I think
comes with risks and responsibilities.
I think she's saying, like, I've questioned this also. I think it's the whole taboo. Again,
Yeah, it shouldn't
everybody
be as
likes
much.
it. It's a natural
Right,
thing. The
right.
reason we are here is because it has happened. But we don't like talking about it. It's gross, it's icky, and you don't talk about that. Maybe that can go all towards religion, too.
Oh, for
You know what I mean?
sure, it's religion.
Yeah. And
Name
I
anything
think it's
fun.
So weird. I think it's so weird because, like, I have a 5-year-old daughter, and when I'm getting changed in the morning, I don't care if she's in the room with me, but also my fiance can be in the room with me, but not at the same time. And I think that's a weird thing.
Wait a minute.
Like,
Is that you're saying for you? You can't. You're saying in your mind you don't like them both there at the same time?
right, exactly.
So why
I
don't?
think
Wait.
that's
Why don't you like your fiance there?
No. Okay, so, like, if it's me and him getting dressed in the morning, that's fine. And then, like, but if my daughter were to walk in, I'd be like, you can't both
Right.
look at me naked at the same time because
You're
for
getting
her,
two different
it's
looks.
natural body.
Right.
For him, it's like a turn on. So it'd be just really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Wow. You sound a little braggy
Yeah,
about your
well,
body.
yeah, but also she could look like Jabba the Hutt, and her fiance is
That's
going to be
true.
like, "This is working for me."
We can judge that for you. If,
You know
I mean, if
what?
we're here for
I
you, if
don't.
you need us to, have a conclusion on this. Hey, really quick,
You're
isn't it
lucky she
funny?
laughed.
I know. I was trying to get out of that quickly. I'm like, this joke could go sideways real quick. Hey, do you isn't it funny how you just said this is how taboo it is? You used our word tickle time because we're in society. Sex is a bad word.
Yes.
Right.
Weird that you can't even say that without people offending people in a natural thing. It's bizarre.
This person texted in something really gross, and I can tell you don't have children.
Are you still here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, it cut
Okay,
out.
that's fine. Is it you're talking about the top one?
2378.
Oh, no. This one is natural and a normal curiosity. I do think that pornography is so aggressive, and then kids think that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
That's agreeable.
Yeah.
The one right underneath that.
Just like... Wait, what? Just like... Oh, no. Yeah, that person I think is a big joke.
Yeah, it has to be a joke. You must not have kids.
Yeah, that's another. This kind of turned into you took this in a different route, which I do like, where it is becoming a thing where it is becoming more normal to see and to talk about because it's everywhere. But I don't know if we're anywhere near that yet of it not being taboo, and I don't know if it'll ever not be taboo because again, the religion aspect. And again, I don't know if that's where it came from. In my head, I'm thinking they told you not to talk about it or it's sinful to do all of that.
Premarital is bad, and it's you should only do it for conception. Like I said, anything fun, religion has tried to snuff out.
Look at TVs. They did separate beds forever. Women were back in the day. Women were not even supposed to talk about pregnancy, showing a belly. Teachers would get fired for that. Lucille Ball was the first one on television to show that she had a baby bump because otherwise kids watch that and it's oh my God, they did something they're not supposed to do, and now she has a baby.
Isn't that crazy that parents would complain about that, and they would complain because ultimately they knew that seeing a pregnant woman might make it so they had to have an awkward conversation with their kids. Being, oh God, I'll have to talk to my kid. I don't want to see that on TV.
Hey, thanks for the call. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Take care. I want to play these commercials, but I also, if you have been addicted to this, because we haven't talked to somebody that's been addicted. Or just text. You don't have to call if you're embarrassed about it. 71090, but calling would be great too because I know we have questions. 866-916-0959. I'm going to play I don't know, what do we got, 5 minutes worth of commercials here?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
We'll be right back, but wait until the commercials are just about done to call, or I'll put you on hold. One or the other, but give us a holler. Remember when I said I was in love with Hillary Duff?
Yes.
It does not change.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
This is a weird transition from our last.
Well, it kind of. It goes to show you, like, how normalized. Like, what is she doing? Like, okay, so Hillary Duff posed nude, Women's Health magazine.
Yeah.
She opened up about her journey to love and respect her body. And when we say nude, I mean she's nude.
Nude.
Nude. Very nude. And this goes to show you again where, I mean, naked bodies is that it's very taboo. But it's becoming normalized. Like, what is she doing? Is it like, I'm confident and why do you feel like to be confident you got to get naked?
Yeah, I don't know.
And here's the thing.
But
she
being body positive is good.
It
to a
is, but
certain
my
extent.
God, that's another thing she says. She's like, I'm finally comfortable with my body. Dude, Hillary Duff, you are in amazing shape.
Yeah, but once again, as we found before, it doesn't matter how good a shape they're in. You can still hate things about yourself.
True. I think that at 34, I have just gained a lot of respect for my body. It's taken me all these places I need to go, help me build a beautiful family. But it would be more interesting to me if she would have been had a little bit of mom weight on her.
Yeah.
And then been like, okay, but she ain't going to do that.
No.
This girl is gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We look at the 3 pictures that they allow us to get once we buy the magazine.
I do like. Oh, really? I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa!
5.
Are you on womenshealth.com?
Yeah. No, I don't know. She said,
some of these she's not looking at the camera. Seem like they're shot through a window.
She went on to say, I do like what she said. She admitted that the makeup artist put glow all over her body and somebody posed her in all those flattering positions. You know, there's professionals doing it.
Well, yeah, but it's also like,
I'm just thinking.
Screw you, Women's Health. Stop making me pay for your website.
Here's my thing. If you really wanted to be body positive, get rid of the cameras, get rid of the flattering position. Well, not the cameras, but get rid of the makeup artist, get rid of the flattering positions.
Yep.
Show what you actually look like, because guess what? You saying that you're finally, and again, you can look at your body, disclaimer, and find a lot of mistakes with it. So now you got confidence to do this. But if little young girls look at this, they go, oh, that's what I need to look like. I need to look like Hillary Duff. Not only does her face structure almost flippin' perfect,
yeah,
but her body is unbelievable. So, like, that's going to show. If you really wanted to be body positive, get rid of all that crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, take one where you're sitting. just sitting down. Take one sitting like that, because nobody is flattering just sitting in a comfortable position.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Somebody just said this is such a good point. For every porn addict that was just listening or not trying to look up stuff today, you immediately gave them a reason to Google naked women. Because I had to quick look at Hillary Duff, too, for curiosity, of course.
This is a weird transition. It's like, listen, should we be able to see naked people at the ready, at our fingertips? We don't know. Hillary Duff posed nude for a magazine, and she's breathtaking.
I guess. It's weird, though, right? That naked bodies do that to your brain. It gives you that dopamine. That's weird. It's like a drug. A body, a visual image can give you the same high as a drug can.
Yeah.
An image.
Well, it just releases that dopamine, serotonin, whatever it is. It just it is. Sorry, I'm looking at it. I gotta cancel it. I can't even think.
Oh, with Hillary Duff?
Yeah, I found all of them. And it's like,
which one is your favorite?
It's just so hard to choose. But like, you're right. It's weird that just seeing somebody naked can give you so much joy to where it can become an addiction. You can become addicted to seeing somebody naked.
This is my Hollywood girl.
Hillary Duff?
Hillary Duff.
Yeah, she's really pretty. She's really pretty.
She's got the Elizabeth Olsen look, but prettier.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I definitely can see that. For sure. Yeah, I can't even focus right now. She's really pretty.
Well, that was worth it. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, sorry about all
You're
of this.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah, we just made a few people fall off the wagon.
I don't think she's had surgery. People are saying that she had. I don't think so. I mean, what do I know?
Yeah, but also maybe.
Yeah, but maybe, right?
Like, you're telling me if you had unlimited funds, you wouldn't be like, I'm going to go get rid of this.
Gun?
Yeah, I'm going to go get rid of this.
Getting pretty defensive, Jake. Someone sounds like they aren't as comfortable with their body. No, I'm not comfortable with my body. But wait, why am I defensive about that? All I'm saying is she is saying, hey, I'm powerful. I'm finally comfortable with my body, and I want to share it and show it. And it's like, well, this is what girls see. These are what young girls see. And I mean, you again, your body is breathtaking.
It's such a nobody can win in that scenario. You know what I mean? Because you either say, I am so comfortable with my body, like Hillary Duff, where she's put in a lot of time working out and eating right, and she has now a really good-looking body, and she's healthy, right? You know, or you can say Lizzo, and she's like, I'm okay with my body, and she posts nude like that, and it's like, I'm finally okay with my body, and the other side just goes, yeah, but do you really want to promote that size of weight? Like, that's not healthy.
It's not.
And it's not at all. You can't even argue it. You
So
can
this
say,
is
like,
probably
I love
a little bit better in my mind.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, because this is promoting
at least
working out and eating right.
This one kind of promotes a healthy body, because a healthy body is a more attractive body, and you could put it that way.
People are texting their favorite picture of Hillary Duff.
Sunglasses, pool.
God.
Yeah.
Somebody said she obviously got breast implants. Really? You can tell that? How do you tell that? How can you tell that those are? How?
Well, let's see.
How do you know?
Because they say obvious, which means that this should be an easy little thing to look up.
The only way I mean, how are you able to tell that?
I think you can tell if you're looking at them, but I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, she's not, but you're not like seeing them.
But did she get? It says she's received some plastic surgery.
By the way,
job and boob job. I guess.
She did. Maybe that's where her.
Well, that's the confidence too. You get those things or a breast augmentation. Maybe not completely, like fake, but.
So,
yeah,
anyway, if you want to see naked bodies of Tanner and I, we have a TikTok. It's up there right now.
Oh, yeah, on our calendar. But I think you could definitely... I think you could, if I showed you, like, side by side, real boob, fake boob, I think you would be able to pick out the
Let's
fake
do that
boobs
really quick. We'll
each
do that
time.
on commercials.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to grab them.
All right.
I'm grabbing them now.
But maybe. I get a list here. Continue on down the road of what pornography, I guess, what 90s kids did before internet connections. Because back in the day, man, you don't understand children. Well, I don't want to say that. You don't understand
Anybody
people,
that's 20.
Yeah, that
you
have
don't
it
get it.
easily accessible. Let's go through these, see if we did any of these, okay?
But yeah, because if they're 20, dude, they turned 13 in like 2015.
Wait, they did what? Don't do that to me.
If they're 20 today, they were 13 in 2015.
Oh, Lord.
That's
hey, what's
upsetting.
going on?
Hey, good
Yo.
morning, guys.
Morning.
So, back in the day, we were flipping through National Geographic and a JCPenney catalog just to find something.
Yep.
Yep, that's what it was.
It was
National
always,
Geographic at the dentist was crazy.
Thanks, man.
Because my family, we weren't subscribed. Well, it's not like my family was like, I can't wait for the National Geographic to show up. So you'd sit at the dentist and you'd just be like,
dentist,
oops.
or we had it in the library at school. Be me and like 4 other kids with the National Geographic.
Or the medical. We'd grab the medical books.
Medical book.
Just be like,
But
look at this drawn boob.
I do remember the JCPenney Sears catalog, and that's you just go to the lingerie section.
Yep.
That's got to be on this list, I would think. Oh, they go on relations. See, you don't even want to say sex. You just don't want to because it's so taboo. The tickle time scenes in books. I never did that. Like reading a book in the middle of the night and the scenes. I would never do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would like it. I know my wife really liked 50 Shades.
Yeah. National Geographic. That's that one.
Yep.
For the tribal nudes.
Yeah, which was like when you would think about it now as not just a horny adolescent. It's like, so you would go through that magazine and look at people who were like dying at a young age from disease just because
From like a mosquito bite.
Because in their culture shirts weren't like really big, and you'd go,
It's just how they don't know how uneducated they are. Because I was watching a show with a certain tribe in a certain area that their kid got bit by a snake. To cure them, they started like howling at the moon because it was a full moon. You know what I mean? Like they're just so far out from.
Well, there's almost no difference between that and the people that are like, we're just gonna pray this illness away.
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't. Because
But
some
at
people
least
be like,
they-
no medicine.
Well, do they know? Do those tribes know that they?
Yeah, there's the difference.
Yeah.
Is that when the people that are like, we don't do regular medicine, we do like tea and praying. There's options for them.
Mm-hmm.
The tribe people are like, it worked one time. My grandpa said, the elders said that if you get bit by a snake who's black and red, yell at the moon until you're and so they won't be dead. Like they had a rhyme for it, so they did. And it probably didn't work, did
I
it?
think Val Kilmer was one of those guys that
He would
didn't want
scream at the
modern, scream at the moon, or didn't want medicine or something to try to cure what was ailing him.
Yeah. I think we talked about that before. He would deny all medicines, because didn't somebody say that he could have avoided
I don't know.
at least the severity of his throat? I can't remember if that was a part of it.
Art books in the back of bookstores. Yeah, I'd do that. Tattoo magazines. You'd go into Bookmark, this place was called, and it was in the back. Or the art ones, like they were saying, the artsy ones, you could go back there and look.
Yep. And old like Renaissance paintings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a Renaissance fair?
No, I've always wanted to go.
They look so fun, right?
I want to go, but here's the thing. I want to go and I want to enjoy it like the people enjoy it, but I also don't want to dress up. But I do want to talk the way they talk.
Yeah.
Like,
and I don't
maiden.
want you out of character. You know what I mean? If they're playing, if we're at the Renaissance, not you. I'm talking about the people that are really in it.
Yes.
Never break.
You best not, like Disneyland. Like, if I ask you a question, like, where's the ATM? You best go, ATM? Doth noteth know
Right.
what thou ATM is? 15 shekels for this leg of Turk.
My Mackinac City, they had characters there at the fort. Like throughout the summer, you could go be an actor.
Yeah.
And I hated when they would break character.
You don't break.
You know, like they would ask, where are you actually from? Like a dad would or whatever. And then they would say it. And it's like, no.
No.
You're playing the part. I want to get lost in this fort.
Yeah, you flipping blacksmith. Don't
Right.
tell me that you came from Saginaw. I want you to be like born and raised right here on Mackinac Island. My dad was a blacksmith and his daddy before
Right.
him. Like, yes, that's what I want. They would do that at up in Leona, Wisconsin. It was called Camp 5, and it was really cool because what you would do is you'd hop on a train, and then the train would take you to Camp 5, which Camp 5 was like back in like the 1800s. Like there was no electricity and stuff, so it was like you were taking a train there, and they would break character. Don't break character.
Oh.
Uh-uh.
I almost had a job doing that. And
You would have been so good at it.
Maybe, but they wanted me to. I had to canoe. I had to take people out on a boat and take them under the bridge and talk about the history of the bridge as a character.
You wouldn't have been good at that.
I don't have my sea legs, man. I'm throwing up.
You would have been. You know where you would have really, really like excelled there
Where?
is husband.
Just that's my character,
Yes,
husband.
and you sat at the table while another woman cooked and did everything while she explained like what I do as a wife of the 1890s, and she would be like,
I'm just rocking,
and you're rocking in a chair. You got a cigar, and then the kids come in and you yell, Meredith, keep them down.
Yeah.
Either shut them up or get them out.
Yeah, I almost had that gig, though. They actually offered me the gig, but I went and bartended instead.
Better gig for you. Better gig for you. I could not. I would. You know how fun it would be? Remember, you and I wanted to do that. Well, I did. I don't think you were on board with it. But I wanted to do tours at the Milwaukee Museum, and to get in, you would have to donate diapers. It was going to be a diaper drive. You donate a pack of diapers. And we were going to call it Full of Crap Tours. And we would walk around the Milwaukee Museum giving tours and give no real information.
Right. You know what I mean?
It was just going to be like, created in 1522, the Milwaukee Bucks Stadium.
That wasn't right? Yeah, no.
That's probably not right. Abraham Lincoln once played for the Brewers. Won a Stanley Cup in 2004.
So here's some more 90s stuff. We watched Baywatch over and over. Or Charmed.
Yep.
What years was Charmed?
Late 90s, early 2000s, right?
Okay, that was way too late. I should have used a different for me.
Yeah, for you. Your 20s. You're like, I like to go and get a lot of Baywatch things.
Those fuzzy late night channels. The imagination. Rewatching scenes in famous movies. Or they go, we snuck a lot of Victoria's Secret catalogs into our room. We never had the Victoria's Secret, but there was a JCPenney, definitely.
Oh, I would love. I forgot what you used to just have to try to think of something.
Yeah, you just have to use your imagination.
And
you know what they used to call that?
What?
Well, you know, the S Bank.
Oh yeah, that's where you would walk by the Victoria's Secret store in the mall and just try to remember as many details as you could.
Just staring at women's underwear.
Yeah, without slowing down. I remember, you're trying to make up the scenario in your head, and you don't know how it works because you've never watched it, so it's bonkers. It works for you at the time.
Yeah, that's how long ago that was. You used to have to think of stuff.
You'd make it up. You'd have to run improv in your brain.
And then at certain points, like, what if your brain was shutting you down? Like, she shuts you down?
Yeah.
Dang it!
Oh, man, now what do I do?
And then you're just watching in your imagination, you're spanking.
Yeah.
You're doing the banks, and
In
you're
the
just
mirror
watching
crying.
yourself. You're watching yourself do it because she didn't want anything to do with you in your own brain.
Yeah, in my own brain, I'm watching her go make out with Joel. Oh!
Dang it!
Stop it, brain! She's supposed to be in love with me.
All right, it's the Jake and Tanner show. Good morning. Yeah, you can do that.
But he was old.
Yeah, you can do that.
that's-
Again, bored. Retirement money, man.
Yeah.
Buy all the vodka you can get.
Yeah, I was saying I saw a guy yesterday at Costco buy a 6-pack of the big bottles of vodka. And he was white hair, not just gray, white. He was probably 70, 72. And you know what? I bet you that's just what he was going to do that week.
How many do you buy just like a pallet?
Yeah,
Somebody's like lifting it up like a forklift.
Yeah, what he was doing is he was taking off one 6-pack and grabbing the rest of the pallet. Like,
Right.
I don't need the rest of this. But yeah, he was just like, I was like, I can't wait till I get there where I'm just buying big bottles in bulk because I know I'm going to drink them.
So Apple discontinued the iPod yesterday.
Oh, no.
Nobody's really going to buy an iPod anymore, are they?
I thought they already did. I thought they did years ago. Where do you buy iPods?
Well, now it's going to be eBay, probably. The prices are probably going to soar briefly, and then people will realize that no one wants an iPod.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do this on your phone?
Well, that's the thing. Streaming. Why would I buy music now? Like, what is the reason to go out and buy an album?
The last album I bought was at Imagine Dragons when they first came out back in 2012. That's it. And I did that because I had a truck
That had a CD player.
that had a CD player but no Bluetooth.
And no aux cable either, I don't
No
think.
aux cable.
Yeah.
Or no, there were AirPods weren't a thing. But also I didn't have a phone that was not there capable of playing.
Your phone was made of window glass. Like, it would shatter.
It's weird. When I was reading this story earlier today, I was thinking, I never did iPods. Never had one. I had the Shuffle. Do you remember
Shuffle
those?
with the screen, no screen?
No screen, and it just shuffled your songs. You could put like 200 of them on there, and then it just shuffled all the songs.
Yeah, those made sense.
And that's what I would use in the gym. But before that, before I got one of those, I didn't use anything at the gym.
Yeah.
You didn't before an iPod. I mean, you would have a Walkman or whatever, but I didn't end up using because I didn't buy iPods and Shuffle. I was kind of late in the game on, so I would go there with nothing in my ear holes.
Oh my God.
It's weird, right? To work out right now, I won't even go work out. Like right now, if I didn't have my AirPods, I'd be like, I guess I'm skipping the gym today.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good way to figure out if your set was done, if your headphones died. Like my Beats died once, like 10 minutes into my workout, and I was like, oh man, I was going to work out more today, but I guess I'm going home.
Seriously, one time when I was going to the gym in the morning, there was that other person there who I hated. I hated because we'd compete for the shower. We tried to get there because there was one good shower at this place. It wasn't like Planet Fitness. But I forgot my AirPods, so I just listened to my phone on loud. Because I'm like, they got AirPods in.
Yeah.
They're not going to hear me.
Yeah, why not?
Dude, we're really nostalgic today, but think about that. Going to the gym without things on your ear.
I remember getting, it was white, orange, and black Discman.
To go to the gym?
I just remember having one when I was younger. And it came with a strap that you'd strap to the outside of your hand. And it was for running. It was like anti-skip.
For CDs?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And I remember it. I could probably find it if I Googled it. But yeah, it was made for running, and it had the headphones that wrapped around the ear but still sat out. Yeah, I remember that. So maybe people would use those. But I know I got that for my birthday, so it was probably expensive.
And you were attached to your phone. So if it fell out of your pocket, it would just rip out of the hole. Like you were, and you can tell somebody's age very quickly if they are at the gym. They got something around their arm, or if they got still a cord on their headphones.
Yeah, I can always tell who's serious about the gym based on the headphones they're wearing.
AirPods, not.
No, they are. If they are using the corded headphones that they got with their phone, or that you used to get with your phone, you're out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because if you're not willing to invest $70 into a pair of headphones, then you're not willing to invest your time to drastically change your life. You know what I mean?
Do you think, I see some guys that are pretty jacked in the gym, and they wear over-the-ear Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, muffs.
Wait, is that what they're called?
Yeah, like
dude, I want some muffs.
Yeah, like a few muffs I've tried on, and here's my thing: I need a big muff on my ear.
So are they tight? Are they tight muffs?
Yeah, in the beginning, but you use them enough, and they start loosening up.
So do you got to like trade them in for like a newer model
after a while? Yeah, and you get attached to your muffs, man. You get attached, you'll be like, oh, man, I love these. I couldn't even see myself in a different pair.
Do they come in different colors?
Oh yeah, but they're pretty much, when you look on the inside, pretty much the same.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But I want to try one. I didn't know if I wanted to go that route.
I wouldn't.
No,
okay. I wouldn't either.
Well, you've talked me out of that. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. Well,
because they're more expensive, and it just feels really annoying. To that, it seems like a statement, and the statement is, "I'm a douchebag."
Okay. You know, there's a another thing that you used to have to do at the old gymnasium, and some people still do. There was a time when you didn't have Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Disney Plus on your phone, so you watched whatever the TVs were then.
Yeah,
and you would plug it into your treadmill or whatever, and then you would go to channel okay, that one's channel 4, so you'd go to channel 4 and have to watch Friends or whatever's on TBS right then.
And it would suck if you went. I remember at the Y, it would suck if you went and somebody was using the treadmill that had the TV you liked. So then
like you're kind of and
it's like, man, and you can't take the one right next to him, so you got to go one across, and now you're always like this. Just trying to walk and watch, because the one in front of you is flipping QVC, and I mean, I don't need that fake sapphire pendant. I don't even want it. I don't care what kind of deal it's in.
Dude, I can't take some of the, going into that Oshkosh gym, whatever. I guess maybe I'm a pervert, but I can't, no, seriously, because I can't go in there there's a lot of good-looking people in that gym, and especially women. Like my wife, I was showing her, she was looking at gym clothes to buy because she was going to start going to the gym. And she's like, well, you go there. What do the women wear? And I showed her what they were. This is when I was going to the Oshkosh one. And I showed her what they wear. And she's like, they don't wear that at the gym. And I go, yes, these college girls are all wearing this.
Yeah, it's basically skin-tight yoga pants, which I think they all are, and a sports bra.
Right. And listen,
which is fine.
It is fine. Wear what you want, but know that is. And again, it's like, well, can't you just control? Yes, I can control, but it's just like it's
very stimulating,
visually pleasing to. It's terrible. Yes, people like you and I, Tanner, are not allowed in certain gyms where certain people. I had to throw you in there because
I don't like that.
You just said you just said a nasty word that you want to sex them up.
I didn't say
you just said that. You said something about that.
You
just said an S word.
I think my brain is starting to break. And if it's
weird. I don't like, you're putting me in an uncomfortable situation where you think women wear that women want to wear.
Women at the gym, you've put me into a weird position.
No, you put me in an uncomfortable position of talking about women shouldn't wear stuff at the gym because you can't handle yourself.
Sorry, I'm pro free the nipple.
Yeah, I think we should. To be honest, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon with you.
Who's stopping that?
They shouldn't be. Whoever's doing it are in the wrong.
I've literally never seen somebody say keep the nipples inside.
I bet you. I could see old women boomers.
Damn religion again. Yeah. Old boomer ladies. But everybody who screams free the nipple, why aren't you freeing the nipple?
I sometimes like going to the Oshkosh gym.
Okay. We got an amazing text once that said, Jake, you don't look out of place in the Oshkosh gym. And that had to have made you feel good.
What?
Somebody said on the text line, they said, I used to see Jake at the Oshkosh gym, and he's not out of place.
What does that mean?
Means that you fit in with the pretty people.
Oh, were we talking about that?
Yeah, we were talking about it a few days ago. Because, here's the thing, though. If I was you and I had your level of attractiveness and body, I would want to go to the gym that you go to over there because I've gone to that gym. I don't stand out like a sore thumb, but you do.
I don't like the idea. I think women should wear baggy clothes at the gym, period.
You're ruining it.
I'm just kidding, but should I start wearing sports bras?
You could. Because it wouldn't be weird if you just took your shirt off while doing reps.
Could you imagine? How terrible.
Yeah, I used to go to a gym that wasn't Planet Fitness, and dudes would just rip off their shirts, which their shirts were cut down to their belly button in the front and to the sides anyway. Right. It was just basically a scarf that they draped around themselves.
I'm going to be honest. When I was working out way back in my 20s at the gym in Traverse City, the women's athletic clothing was nowhere near as where it is today on the sexiness of it.
Yeah, when did yoga pants get big?
It's fine and it's great. I'm not saying I was just new boot goofing when I was saying you shouldn't wear that or whatever. Do what, like we said earlier, do what you want. But man, has it changed from back in the day to because it was. Remember when Billie Eilish was wearing all the baggy shirts and stuff?
Yeah,
that's what it was. Women would wear in the gym. And
yeah, my wife still does. When she first went to the gym, she's like, she's like, I hate going to the gym because all I wear is comfortable clothes, baggy shorts, baggier shirt, and you run and so she's like, but yeah, you going? Women are just wearing nothing. This skin type might as well be working out nude.
And we went to Planet Fitness in West Bend, my wife and I, and she came out. She walked downstairs and she's like, "Am I fine wearing this?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, well, is this what they wear? And I go, "No." And then I showed her
nipples.
She's like, naked.
Is this what they wear?
And then she went and changed.
Hon?
She went and changed and got into like way sexier stuff. And I'm like, whoa.
Oh, wait. Two things.
Yes.
Why'd you have to do that? And why'd you bring an extra outfit for it?
Yeah.
And if I say that's not sexy enough, do you have a third outfit? What is happening?
It's basically lingerie.
That would be fun.
A lingerie gym?
Lingerie gym. Yeah, they still make lingerie football. That's weird, right?
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah,
they have lingerie MMA fighting now, which is really odd. That's an odd thing to watch.
I feel like any woman that goes into lingerie football are placing women back 100 years.
Yeah, at least 50. I mean, at least 50.
Anyway, so October 23rd, 2001 was the first iPod. And over the years, the product line included, can you name them?
iPod,
Classic,
iPod Video, iPod Nano, iPod
Shuffle, and then one more.
iPod Touch.
Mini,
and then iPod Touch.
I don't have Touch here.
They still...
Dude, the iPod Shuffle was discontinued in 2017. Nobody wanted it.
Man, that was a poor person's iPod.
Yeah, it really was. That's why I said I didn't have the money for an iPod.
Yeah.
Do you remember the MP3?
Poverty pod.
The basically iPods, but they were MP3 versions.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have an incredibly difficult time to put music on? We never put music. So you did too? Okay, because I would only listen to the radio. I got to the point where I go, Angie, I don't know how to put music on this.
I would listen to whatever royalty-free rock they had on there. They'd have like 2 songs that you'd listen to after you bought it, so you could be like, oh, it does play music, I guess. And that's just what I would do. I'd listen to that.
The exact same problem.
Oh, everybody did. There's not a person here that's like, I can confidently put in music. And if you did, it wasn't labeled correct. Like, it's not like in label or artist. It would be like underscore Backstreet underscore boys underscore Milen It was terrible.
Because I bought one for Angie one year and we gave up and she only used the FM on it.
Yeah.
There used to be
FM.
Weird.
I had a phone. My which one? It was my HTC Thunderbolt. One of my favorite Android phones. I had a built-in kickstand and it had a built-in FM tuner.
Is that kind of like the app we have now?
Maybe, but it was a legit FM tuner.
You like just can switch it from AM to FM?
Like it wasn't an app. It didn't rely on the internet.
Oh, it actually had a wow.
Yeah. It was the Thunderbolt. It was one of them. It was HTC for sure because it was the only phones that I was buying. But yeah, that was dumb. A friend of mine, his sister bought a Zune.
Oh yeah, good luck.
You're
in God's hands now.
I was like, what the hell is that? She was like, it's a Zune, and it was like I don't know, like 2 stacks of playing cards thick.
Sure.
And it was long, and they all came with like a silicone case that made it thicker and longer.
Dude, speaking of like old technology, my roommate, she's like, I'm going to throw this away unless somebody wants it. And it was a Palm Pilot. And I'm like,
oh, hell yeah.
go give me that. So for like a week, I was that douchebag that was taking the little pen out and doing a schedule.
I was the same douche, and I remember I wanted one. I was like maybe 12, and I remember my mom being like, "You don't need one." I was like, "No, you don't tell me what I need." And then
I'm going to write that down. Mom was mean at this date.
And she got me one because it was like $20.
Oh, you didn't have one at that time. She ended up buying one. How long did you use it? Because I don't even think I got a week out of mine.
I was 12. What did I need to write down? What kind of schedule did I need to keep?
Yeah, no doubt.
Later today, try to explore your body. Get confused, mad, and watch more cartoons. Try again tomorrow.
Or an hour. Dude, when I found out about it, exploring my body, I got to the point where it was just raw. Like raw, I thought it was going to fall off.
Oh, yeah. I tried a lot of things before I figured out the combination which worked. My journal would have been like, day 15 of trying to explore my body. Slapping it as hard as you can does nothing. We'll try flicking tomorrow.
Dude,
Day 16, flicking was worse than slapping.
I got to the point where I think when I unzipped, it got scared. Like when I had to go pee. And just like, no, not again.
What'd I do? Did I overkick the roast?
Let's get going. Dude, only 2 more sleeps until Beer Friday, and we can finally have good shows.
Beer Friday.
At what point are they going to realize at the company that we all got to be just a little tuned in to have a great show?
Yeah, we're not saying that we need to drink beer every day. Okay, obviously we don't need it, but it'd be better.
Yeah,
It'd be a little better.
Take from Jake and Tanner. Let's go. Prospera Credit Union, life stage personal guidance through all your life stages to help connect the dots in your financial journey. $120 we're playing for. If you want to play, 866-916-0959. What's going on?
2 things. 1, nobody who is a recovering alcoholic has to listen to the show, right? Like, it's got to be so hard for them.
It's got to be tough, especially Beer Friday, because even Angie goes, God, it sounds like you guys are just having so much fun in there on Fridays. You guys make it's just like a party, and I'm like, everything you just said, yeah.
And do you think that there is a significant amount of listeners that think one day you and I will say, I can't believe we were drinking that much?
Yeah.
And like that we're sober.
Yeah, I think about that. I think about that.
Which one of us do you think is going to ruin Beer Friday? Which one's going to come in and be like, I'm taking a break from drinking. Like, I can't do it anymore. Which one? What's the bet? I think it's you. I think one day you come in and you're going to be like, well, I can't do it anymore. And then
Tell you what.
And then I'm going to have one and you're going to make me feel bad
and then,
about it.
They'll be like, oh, is that what you need to do to have fun? Because I don't need to do that.
Yeah. And then you'll have like one of those little crosses that somebody made out of wood and be like, why is it so rough? And be like, oh, it's because I get to stand it and it makes me spend time with my cross a little bit more. Oh, there's people! Don't become that, Jake! Please!
Yeah. Yeah. All right, who's this?
It's Casey.
All right, Casey, $120 you're going to play for today. Tanner's going to leave the room so he can't hear anything. Tanner, go on, get.
I'm going to go on, get.
Go on, get. I'm going to ask you these questions. Remember, if you say pass, that's going to be your answer. We don't come back around to the questions. Time does play a factor, though, because at the very end of this, whoever has the lowest time will win, again, if there is a tie. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your answers. Let's see here. If you win, you're going to get $120, and if Tanner wins, it's $20 a day, thanks to Prospera, that it goes up, so it'll be $140 tomorrow. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
And when you're all done, I'll put you on hold, and we'll grade these all together after Tanner goes. Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. The Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas was built in what unusual shape?
Pyramid.
What prayer is said 10 times during each sequence of a Catholic rosary?
The Lord's Prayer.
What is the whiskey that evaporates from its barrel called?
Moonshine.
How many herbs and spices does KFC claim to have in their secret recipe?
11.
What plant is rum made from?
Cactus.
Time. Ta-da! Put you on hold really quick. Be right back with you, Casey. God, I'm tired today.
Do you know what sounding is?
Sounding?
Like sounding.
No.
Like, I don't know what it is either, but Chuck said that if I come in after the show, he'll do sounding with me.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. I'm gonna look it up.
Is that like a Foley artist?
I don't know.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. The Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas was built in what unusual shape?
Pyramid.
What prayer is said 10 times during each sequence of a Catholic rosary?
Hail Marys.
What is the whiskey that evaporates from its barrel called?
Distilled.
How many herbs and spices does KFC claim to have in their secret recipe?
11.
What plant is rum made from?
Green.
Time. Welcome back, Casey. Let's go through these. See if you're getting $120 today. The Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas was built in what unusual shape? You both said pyramid. Yup.
Bing, bing.
What prayer is said 10 times during each sequence of the Catholic Rosary? Casey said Lord's Prayer. Tanner said, Tanny said Hail Mary. Hail Mary's correct.
Uh-oh.
1 to 2. What is the whiskey that evaporates from a barrel called? Casey said moonshine. Tanny said distilled. Angel share. Apparently 2% go to the heavens. It just evaporates. 2-1.
Drunks.
How many herbs and spices does KFC claim to have in their secret recipe? You both said 11. You're both correct.
Bing, bing.
3-2. What plant is rum made from? Tanner said green. Casey said cactus.
Oh.
Sugarcane.
Hey! Sorry!
3-2.
Well, thanks for letting me play.
All right, see, man, $140 we play for tomorrow. Again, thank you, Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. Beat the buzzer on the way next. 9:10 will do that. All you got to do is listen for the voiceover person to call in, beat caller 9, and play the game. We'll have some fun with that. Give away some money next.